So we're down to lesson 10, and we've gone through understanding with those 10 characteristics that we think are important. We've also learned about your clients. What does your client value? What's important to them? How you gauge that, the process of understanding them, right? The process of understanding how they make decisions. It's important. We've also learned about the roles, right? We've also talked about, what does it entail to be successful in these roles? Now, lesson 10 is going to talk about how you want to do it, how you want to take your first step, right? I mean, I myself did not think of it like this when I started, okay? Because I really didn't, I was iffy about doing work remotely, but here I am now. I am in my fifth year, so all good. All right. The first thing you have to understand is being a freelancer or a VA is like managing your own business, where your brand is everything. All right. You have to have your own brand. And just like a company, you need to present yourself professionally and showcase your unique value proposition. Your unique value proposition can be, your strengths out of the 10 characteristics. What do you do? What do you like doing? Are you more creative? Are you a problem solver? Are you innovative? Right? So that's your unique value proposition. It can be unique to you because not everyone can have that combination of characteristics, or they may be some, but they don't like doing social media management, right? They're more in the field of bookkeeping, for example, right? So just an example. The next step is to create a professional online presence. If you don't have LinkedIn, please make one. All right. So LinkedIn is like your online resume where you create your own profile, make sure your photo is there professionally, right? Highlight your skills and experience. And it also gives you an opportunity to connect with other professionals in your industry. And since we also mentioned that LinkedIn is a good place for you to be doing B2B, which is business to business marketing, right? It's also a good place for you to start looking for clients if you want to look for direct clients. So you have your own brand, you manage your own business. Go look for another business that you can help. Okay. Secondly, a website or a portfolio. Create a simple website or an online portfolio to showcase your skills and experience. Include client testimonials if you have them, samples of your work. This is where clients would always look to. Give a sample of your work and a clear description of your services. Next, craft a compelling resume or CV. Tailor it, meaning, if you used to work, if you worked before, you always need just one biodata, one CV. But nowadays, in the VA world, right, you have to craft and tailor fit your CV to the role that you're applying for. Keep it concise, easy to read, right? Keep in mind that your clients are busy people. They don't have a lot of time to go through a three-page CV. As much as possible, keep it short and simple. If you can fit it in one page, do it. And also, cite only what's relevant for the role. If you're applying for a social media manager, right? Cite only your achievements for social media management. If you've done customer service in the past, whatnot, don't, you can use that as a talking point, but only highlight what they need to know, right? Quantify your achievements, right? If you've helped a client increase their followership from, you know, 2,000 to 20,000 in the last 2, 3 months, Sounds like a miracle, but you did it, right? So that's an achievement. Okay. Let's talk about landing your first client. First, networking, right? You have to look for potential clients by connecting with other professionals in LinkedIn. So it's like doing your own research. Join relevant online communities like uh, OFF or Online Filipino. Yeah, right? Join freelancing platforms. Sign up to Upwork, Fiverr, right? Also, you can do direct outreach like sending personalized emails, connecting on LinkedIn. There are a lot of ways for you to, you know, to to start your journey. But we feel like these are the first four steps that you need to do. Again, create an online presence, right? Because you're going to be doing work online. It's important that they see a face, a name, and what can you do for them. Your CV, make sure it is tailor fit for the job or for what they're looking for, right? Last, network. Networking by LinkedIn platforms and, a lot of other groups. You can join other groups in Facebook. Just search for it. You will find it. Tips for success for landing your first client. All right. Prepare for interviews and or a discovery call because they can be both, right? Practice answering common interview questions such as tell me about yourself. And while you're doing it, record yourself, right? So that you would know how you sound like on the other end of the phone. Why are you interested in the role, right? Ask for insightful questions during interviews, right? You know, I've gone through a lot of interviews in my career, and most of the time I would just say, "Nah, I had no questions." But, you know, clients would actually appreciate it if you had questions because that shows them that you're interested, right? If you're just to give an example, if you want to work for social media management and you have a client that's looking for that, you can probably ask about, you know, uh, if you don't mind me asking, what are your pain points? Start building that common ground already. Clients, I know that clients would have a set time for you to be interviewed, but if you make them feel like you're already there and ready to take on the job and the challenge, that gets you closer to the role rather than just say, no questions, right? Be nonchalant about it. But you really need the job, right? You really want to work for them. And that's if you feel like it's the good role for you and you're a good fit, pursue it. Last, don't be afraid to follow up, right? If you've if you've connected with them through LinkedIn, if you've connected with them through Facebook, right? Or through Upwork, follow up. Send a quick email, short email. Hey, you know, I just want to make sure that the role is still up for grabs. Do you have any feedback for our conversation 3 days ago and whatnot? So just simply follow up. Um, don't be shy about it. You've put your effort there, so might as well check how you did. Okay? And I think that's it for the webinar. So if you have questions and you want to pursue a conversation with us, our socials are here. You can reach us through the QR code. Just scan it, or you can send us an email at hello@remotecrafty or connect with us through LinkedIn. It's also there. So thank you.